Welcome back to another episode of Live from Mock City. It is Saturday night, December 11th. No? 12th. Welcome back to another episode of Live from Mock City. It's December 12th.
Why even say the date?
I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. I'm a f***ing news reporter. Welcome back to another episode of Live from Mock City. The background for tonight is Jurassic Park. We just saw somebody get sucked into an engine. Somebody looked at a gem. All the typical stuff that happens in a Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah, it was 365 million years in the making. You know what's crazy is when I saw that, like it on the cover of because the cover of the movie or whatever, the poster of the movie was 365 million years in the making. That messed me up.
You remember
as
the
a kid.
slogan from when it was coming out?
Yeah. When it came out, it was like, it said something along the lines of like however long the dinosaurs were supposedly extinct.
At the time.
Yeah, in the cover.
It probably hasn't changed that much.
Promo. No, yeah, I don't know why you said at the time. But that messed me up, and I was really trying to do math. I'm like, how'd the director get that? Like, what's he doing? Like, but
I thought you meant that they had been shooting it for 370 years.
Yeah, exactly. So I was it messed me up a little bit.
I think, this movie came out in, 95 or something like that?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
But, man, I remember when it came out, and it was out at Universal, too. They had the ride. I think they still have the ride. But when I was a kid, that shit looked real. I mean, it still looks real. But it's always freaked me out.
Yeah, that ride was a lot like Star Tours or Star Wars or whatever or Indiana Jones, like where you sit in the thing.
Sit in the little thing and then it
just drives around and you're like, this is scary. There's plants
that's like
around.
the worst roller coaster that I'll go on. Like, I don't even, I don't like it. You don't go on roller coasters, do you?
Yeah, I go on roller coaster.
Really?
Not anymore. I got scared straight, kind of. I used to go on all of them, but like, then I was like, oh, someone died from this? Oh, okay.
When did you learn that?
Just as you go, I don't know when exactly, but like as you're getting older, maybe like after high school or something.
Oh. I always thought that people died on it. I didn't see how people could not die on it. You're going like 100 miles an hour and there's no top. There's no like safety cage. And they're just made by just regular dudes. Like shit at the fair.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Ventura County Fair. Shout out to the Ventura County Fair. Be doing that. The UFO one where it spins around in circles and you get like the gravity pushes you up against the walls.
Nah, the worst.
Where I've seen like nuts and bolts flying off of that.
Nah, yeah, those the roller coaster ones that they have, like the actual roller coasters, those are the worst. And then the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel is like you could just jump off and die.
Yeah, which I'm sure probably happens like once a week at the fair. They just don't report it.
Yeah, they're not strapping you in or anything. You're just like, all right, like sit down and hopefully this thing doesn't swing that much.
And the type of people that are running that are running the fair, that are strapping you in, that are doing your safety precaution type stuff, they're people that should not be in charge of safety. No offense if you're a carnival worker, but
Yeah,
you probably, I'm not trusting that person with my life, is what I'm saying. So in recent news over the past week, there's been a bunch of fires in Oxnard and the surrounding area, but checking today, there's nothing on the active call list, I guess, on the VC emergency website. So seems like all the fires are done, which is nice because it's been crazy for every other reason this entire year. And then you get to this part of the year and you start getting fires that it's not what you want. So luckily they're over.
yeah. Would you rather would you rather live somewhere there's fires, earthquakes, hurricanes, tsunamis?
It's hard because I haven't even experienced any other ones, really. I've experienced
just fires and earthquakes.
a ton of fires because fires has been happening a bunch over the last 10 years. I don't know. It's been happening a bunch, but that and then even earthquakes. I remember a couple that were significant, but for the most part, you sleep through it or somebody will ask you if you felt it. And I guess, maybe, I don't know. But the other stuff, I feel like a tornado would be crazy, or a tsunami. I mean, any of that stuff, maybe it's because I haven't experienced it that it sounds a little scarier, but I feel like earthquakes are nothing. And then fires suck just because seems like it's happening all the time. And it's seasonal like that, But so are storms. Did you ever get caught in a storm when you were living on the East Coast?
Yeah, all the time. Hurricanes, though, are the worst. And a big one came near. It was, I forgot which one it was, but that one was it's weird because you can kind of,
what hurricane was it? Do you remember?
I don't remember the name. But because they all go in sequence of the alphabet, and they just like change the name. Like
they recycle it on some.
So but the you can kind of see when something's coming. Pause. but
what's the name of this earthquake and where did it come? I'm not gonna say pause.
So no, but what I'm saying is the earthquakes, you have no clue. Like, so that's what the people on the East Coast, when I was living out there, they were like kind of saying, I wouldn't want to live, dirt at a place where there's like fires and earthquakes because you don't know. I'm like, that's true, warning. But we don't. Yeah, but they're not as. I guess they're not as regular, you could say.
Yeah, or as big. I was gonna say as lethal, but I mean,
right.
But I don't know if that's true because people lose their homes, people get locked in, and all that stuff. So they might be as lethal. I don't know. Yeah, but it makes sense. Fear of the unknown, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure what. And then there's like monsoons. What else? There's tsunamis. What other natural disasters are there?
I try to stay. I feel like Southern California has the least amount of crazy events like that, like crazy weather, crazy insects or predators,
Yeah.
It's not bad. There's mountain lions around here. You got black widows, but
there's not like lizards, alligators, like.
Yeah, or even if you go inland from here and you start getting to where it's really hot, like Santa Clarita or Palmdale or whatever, stuff like that. You got rattlesnakes, like poisonous snakes. I know guys that I have worked with that they'll find rattlesnakes in their garage, or and they'll
Scorpions.
Yeah, scorpions. None of that shit here. So I don't know, maybe that's why I stay here, because I'm just afraid of scorpions and shit like that. I heard this story not a story, but history, that when the Europeans were trying to settle South Africa, they got there. I can't remember who it was, but they got there. They take South Africa, and then they settle there, and then they start moving north. And as you go further north, you start to get into like jungle and the real like heart of Africa. And then once they started going into that part, then they started seeing like all the lions and all that shit. And then they just turned around and went back. And they were like,
Nah, I'm good.
Nah, it's not worth it.
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
Yeah. I need to make an announcement about Sarah Fuller, the female kicker for Pittsburgh. Is that what it is? Right?
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember what team.
Yeah,
Not a big college football fan, but I know that she's a kicker. There you go.
She is the kicker for Vanderbilt, and she made her debut a week or two ago, kicking. She just did a kickoff, which didn't look great, but the more research that I did, it was a squib kick. So I'll give her that.
Okay, so it was a strategic, soft kick,
and she was catching heat for it online because it looked bad. You have to explain it before you show the video, But today, she kicked an extra point, and she was the first female to score a point in a Power 5 football game. So,
wow!
Shout out to Sarah Fuller. She actually is a kicker. That wasn't a real kick. I'll be the first one to admit that.
Friend of the show.
I've been listening to that Obama biography of Promised Land.
Yeah. And how do you like it?
Oh, it's great. It's like taking a road trip with Obama as your passenger, and he's just talking. He's just talking about his entire life. So you can imagine what that might be like. But he talks a lot about his campaign leading up to his presidency. And so he was talking about kind of his routine before he would do a speech or make some type of appearance. And so he was saying that he would be in his hotel room and he would have his meal, be working on his last little edits on his speech, and he would have music on. So I wanted to ask, what kind of music do you think Obama listens to before a speech?
Young Jeezy.
Wrong, it's Gucci Mane.
No, he definitely listens to Young Jeezy.
Who, Obama?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he admitted that? Self-admitted?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
No.
He's like, when he won the second term.
Oh.
He said, what did he say? He was like, last time I won. He's like, last time I won, I came out to such and such. I forgot who it was. Who the first one. And he's like, this time, second term, I'm going with Young Jeezy. I think, he said he sang Al Green. He's like, I sang Al Green. And then he's like, but this term, my second term, I'm going with Young Jeezy. And then everyone cheered.
Well, he said two songs were his pump-up songs before he'd come out. One was My First Song by Jay-Z. So that was on his list. But he said his main one was lose yourself.
I mean, that's the uh, mom spaghetti. You could definitely I could definitely see that because he's put the hoodie
Obama
on.
before he comes out.
You could definitely see that because he's more of like a centrist, and
Yeah.
that's like the typical like pump up song.
I just think it's really funny that he's back there like he's making edits. Mom spaghetti. Mom sweaty.
Mom get sweaty.
Obama's back there.
He's like
And then he comes out,
rapping in the mirror.
my fellow Americans. Then he starts his speech.
Do.
Oh. And whenever I listen to
Wait, am I true? Is that it? If you only have one, does he say that?
Yeah. Yep.
If you only have one.
Yeah. So
Because I'm
back
getting
there.
till I collapse and.
No, yeah, no, but you're right. You're right.
Okay.
If you only had one moment or shit, no, is that?
Yeah, I'm getting like one mic till I collapse. All mixed up.
That memory. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so Obama was listening to that. I thought that was pretty interesting. But whenever I listen to the book, I like to imagine, hopefully sometime in the future, that Donald Trump does the same thing. And he writes a book about his time as president, and then he narrates his own audiobook for it.
So speaking of that, I was I was watching a video on YouTube of, I forgot what he was doing. It was like some dude explaining something on how to do something. And you could tell he was a huge Trump fan because he was literally doing the hand
Wasn't
gestures.
wearing a mask.
He was doing the hand gestures and he was saying the words exactly like Trump would say. So
Did he say huge?
Yeah, all that. He was doing all
Okay.
that. He was just like, he would say a word and then repeat the word, like, and then do the little hand gestures. It was so crazy.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
like,
Yeah,
yo,
he gave
this
it.
dude.
Yes.
Yeah. So his little what is it? Like, I don't know. It's weird though. His thumb and his like finger, like,
Yeah, he looks like he's doing like an A-OK
yeah.
thing, but he's mostly like he's pinching an imaginary joint when he talks. It's crazy that somebody like is trying to emulate him.
No,
You know,
no. He took a class or he studied it and he was like, oh, this guy's a great speaker or whatever. And he emulated his mannerisms. And I just totally forgot what I was watching about and like watched for that.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
this dude was he was literally young Trump. I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Oh, it was a young dude.
Yeah, he was no older than 35.
Damn.
Yeah, he was a younger guy or whatever.
That's real.
But he was white, so he might have been like, I don't know. I get confused with white people for some reason.
35 or 13. You get confused like I get confused with babies' age.
Yeah.
Like they're either 2 or 9. I don't know. Yeah, no, but I hope someday Trump comes out with that just to hear how he, recollects his time in office. And I would just like to hear how he would narrate something like that. Because Obama's, of course, is like smooth and articulate and well-written and well-read.
Yeah.
And then if you were to get a Trump one.
I mean, it'll be something like How I Really Won or something like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it'll be like, we kind of know what's going on. What would be cool is if it was like aliens and how they exist or something like crazy.
If he just came out with...
Yeah.
Well, Well, if there's anybody to do that,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He could
should
pull
be
that
him.
off. Jeff Goldblum's in this movie.
This was when Jeff Goldblum blew up.
Yeah. No, don't you disrespect The Fly.
Yeah, I'm disrespecting The Fly by saying Jeff Goldblum blew up.
Hey, did you ever see that movie, The Fly?
Oh, The Fly. I thought you meant this fly who's trapped in the
Oh no.
trapped in the
Wow.
thing.
No. The Fly, the movie.
No.
Okay. Don't watch it. It's
trash?
nasty as hell. It's a guy who turns into a fly. It's nasty. It's all slimy and he fuses with a fly. It's nasty. God. I was like 5 years old. Like, right? I can't look away.
I was gonna say, I know it's old.
Yeah, it's probably what, like 80s or 90s runner.
It's old, and then like little kid Drew is just like, this is nasty.
Yeah, that was.
Why am I watching? Turn this shit off.
It's trash.
Oh, Law and Order, dude. Law and Order. Law and Order scientist, dude. This Asian dude who's in this movie.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I've ever seen. You never there.
I mean, I know.
How are there 25 different Law and Orders and you've never?
Well, I know that Ice-T's in every single one playing the confused cop.
Yeah, Ice-T. I don't even know if he knows he's on Law and Order. He just says whatever.
Just like, hey, I'm just here to pick up my check. Like, I know I'm gonna.
Yeah, he just says lines. He just makes them up, and they're like, "All right, thanks."
Is he the most tenured person on there, or one of them?
I don't think so. The lady who does Special Victims Unit, I feel like she's been on there for like 20 years.
So how many Law and Orders are there?
I don't know. I don't know if there's more Law and Orders or Power Rangers. Like there's so many offshoots of both.
Yeah.
Law and Order in space.
You ever go back? Did you ever go back? Did you ever go back and watch Power Rangers and
like
just like as an adult? Yeah.
No, I don't.
I did. I did that once.
How many episodes though?
No, come on. I watched it once.
Okay.
You thought I was sitting there like with the VHS booklet or whatever? Like, here's the afternoon. Nah, I was I think I pulled it up on YouTube or something. Something like
just
that. Or it was on TV and I was like, yo, what's Power Rangers talking about these days?
What's Power Rangers up to? Where's Power Rangers at?
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
That was back when you could get away with making the black guy the Black Ranger and making him just break dance all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
And you also made the Asian person the Yellow Ranger.
The Yellow Ranger, yeah. It's crazy.
Which was an interesting choice. Yeah. I don't know how you missed that.
Yeah, they called him. It was a girl or a dude? It's a girl, right?
In the Japanese one, it was a guy, I think. Because I think Power Rangers was a Japanese show first.
Yeah. It was like Saban or whatever. Saban.
Yeah. We would always be watching the
Nick Saban or something.
We'd always be watching the intro, and the intro you could tell that it was a dude. I don't know if you could see like his bulge or.
What intro were you watching? What the heck? No, that was Channel 0. I'm talking about Channel 3.
No, there's some way that we could tell. It was like the one didn't have boobs and then had a bulge, and then the American one had boobs, no bulge.
I don't think I was paying that attention to that. Yeah, I don't remember that.
Well, anyways,
yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Power Rangers. I was a big Power Rangers fan for a long time, and then once they started doing all the crazy offshoot stuff of like Power Rangers in space, Power Rangers Dino Thunder, Power Rangers race cars.
I didn't even like think of. I don't think I got to that point to where I was like, oh, all right, next generation of Power Rangers. I think I.
Oh, you were already off of it?
Yeah, I was off it.
Yeah, terminated your membership.
Yeah, I forgot what I moved on to, but yeah, I was off that. I never got into Pokemon or anything. I think that came like right after.
I never got into that either. I remember everybody playing Pokemon on a Game Boy, like on the way to a tournament.
And it was always the same thing. And you're like, well, let me see what you're talking about, like with this Pokemon thing. And it was always the same exact thing. It was like, all right, this and like, it was the same screen. It was like that little Pikachu dude.
Yeah, and you just running around finding eggs or whatever.
I was like, yo, this is dumb. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought it was stupid.
Yeah, but we were in high school and kids going to tournaments and stuff, still playing Pokemon. And it's like, all right, it's acceptable. Like, whatever. It's not for me, but
I'd like to know where some of those kids are at now.
Amongst the world. I mean,
they peaked at their Pokemon Pikachu championship.
Nah, I don't know. And then they came out with another Pokemon where it was like real life Pokemon where kids were getting ran over by cars because they were trying to search.
Yeah, wasn't Ryan Reynolds? Oh, yeah. What was it called? Pokemon Go.
Yeah, whatever it was, the app, right, on their phones.
Yeah. So in the Air Force, you can't walk onto the flight line where all the planes are at. You can't just walk out there. There's a giant red line around the flight line, so you can't do that.
Unless there's a Pikachu.
When that game came out, you know how many people got in trouble for just wandering over this giant red line that they paint? And they tell you beforehand, if you walk across that red line, they're going to roll up on, like security is going to roll up on you and put you on the ground, put you in cuffs, like all of that. And there's kids just wandering walking up to a plane, trying to find a Charizard. Yeah, this is wild. That was hyped up. I remember that was big for a while.
Yeah, the working title of that one was called Crackhead Pokemon. And then they scrapped it, you know.
They scrapped it, yeah. And then they came out with another, like a Pokemon movie with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he was the voice of one of the Pokemon.
Yeah, I remember they came out with a movie, but it was kind of like, let's just get all these built-in fan base and get all their money.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure they did.
So in February, Logan Paul versus Mayweather is actually a thing for whatever reason I don't know.
Money.
But it's a thing. But money for who? Do you really think there's going to be big numbers paying for that?
Absolutely.
Big enough for Floyd to do it? You think he's doing it for that?
He's going to make at least $30 million.
What did he make in the McGregor fight?
Like 100 and something. Like maybe, I don't know, more than 100 or more.
You really think he's going to make 30?
Yeah.
Off of this?
Yeah.
He's fighting a guy who is, I think, 1-1, maybe?
Yeah, but that's not. Well, no, wait, isn't that his brother? Isn't his brother 1-1?
No, he's
his
fighting.
Brother's 2-0. He's 1-1. I got you.
Yeah, so he's fighting Logan Paul, who I think got knocked out by one of those YouTube guys, KSI, I think maybe his name was.
Yeah.
I think he won one. I don't think he knocked him out, but he won one, and then the other one, I think he got knocked out.
Mm.
And now he's going to fight Mayweather. It doesn't make sense to me, really. It does. I mean, it makes sense for Paul. It makes sense for Logan Paul. because he can only benefit off of it. But I don't understand why Mayweather would do it. I don't think the money's gonna be there. Who's gonna pay for that fight? Who is the fan?
Every single time that someone said, "Who's gonna pay for this fight with Floyd?" he continued to be the person to make the money. He fought Robert Guerrero, made a lot of money. He fought Andre Berto, made a lot of money. He fought that 12-year-old kickboxer in
that Japanese thing,
and made a lot of money. Made 30 million for that.
Yeah.
So I mean, is this guy a YouTube star? This guy's a YouTube star also. That's what I'm saying. You already got a built-in fan base. You got a built-in fan base with Floyd. Then you got time for them.
You think Floyd's fan base is paying for this though?
What?
Are you Floyd's fan base?
I'm a fan of Floyd Mayweather.
Are you paying for it?
Yeah, why not?
Really? You would watch it? You would pay for it?
I would watch the boxing clinic go on. Yeah.
You think he's gonna make it last the whole time and then knock him out?
I think for this guy, since he's like 200 pounds, I think.
Yeah.
And Floyd's like 150.
Yeah.
So I think Floyd will play a little bit more defensive and just counter him like crazy, and he's just gonna wear him down and then knock him out.
That's what I'm thinking. Is that he's just gonna make an example.
The crazy part about Floyd is he can take a punch. He can really take a punch. So it'll be interesting to see what he decides to do. Does he decide to do the McGregor thing where he just walks him down, or?
But it's going to be a different thing than even McGregor. McGregor's been in fights. I mean, he's been in championship fights in the UFC that have lasted.
Right, but he wasn't defensive like a regular boxer when he fought McGregor. He wasn't defensive like that. He was taking some shots because he was just like, whatever.
But those shots that McGregor was able to put on him, I don't think Logan Paul can put on Mayweather.
So that's the thing. But he's bigger. He is a bigger man. Pause. He's 200 pounds. That guy's like 200 pounds. That's a heavyweight.
Yeah.
So
I just feel like there's no way with his speed that he's going to catch Mayweather.
Yeah, so I'm going to be curious to see what kind of style Mayweather decides to go with. Is he going to be defensive and just counter him, and just once the guy is just, cuz Floyd countering is the most accurate boxer of all time. So you're going to get hit bad, and then is he just going to like do that for like 4 or 5 rounds and then stop him? I'm kind of like thinking that's what's gonna happen. So I just like to see that happen.
Yeah. Did you see that Mayweather posted he tweeted something to Nate Robinson or about Nate Robinson after he got knocked out?
Yeah, like he was basically saying he was sticking up for him and kind of.
Yeah. So there's some speculation that this is in relation to that somehow.
But that's
makes sense to me. It makes more sense to me than he's doing it solely for the money, because I don't.
Yeah, but that's not him. But that's his brother.
Yeah, I know that, but that's why it didn't make sense. That's why I didn't.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't get it.
Yeah, at first I thought it was his. I thought he was avenging the annihilation of Nate Robinson, but then it was the other Paul. And I think half of America thought.
Everybody's pretty confused.
Half of America's like, oh, there's another Paul.
Yeah, well, they're both like
YouTube stars,
shitheads. Like they're both.
Well, I don't know their character. I just know the one got caught looting.
So I think one got caught looting, and then the other one got caught, or he took video of like bodies of people who had committed suicide in that
Oh,
forest
okay, I got you.
in Japan.
Yeah.
That's Logan Paul. And then he got like kicked off of YouTube and it became a big thing, but he probably got more publicity off of that than anything that he's ever done. This girl's about to get shocked on this fence. That was the best little joke that the scientist dude has when he grabs the thing and pretends to be.
Oh.
See, that's me. But you don't remember that?
Where he's like, and then he wasn't really hurt. Or
that's me. Like, I'm taking the food out of the kids' lunches and then pretending to die.
Samuel L. Jackson is in the... He's in every...
Hold on to your butts, man.
That that cigarette is like hanging on.
They must have had to tape that to his lip or something. And then Newman's in it.
Oh,
too.
Newman was he stole the show on his movie.
People were very excited to see Newman.
Damn, say the magic word or whatever.
I need to get that as a ringtone.
Yeah, that's a good one actually. Say the magic word. He's like a big face on like a small body, isn't he?
Yeah.
Or it's just his big face or something. It's like, what is this dude doing working here?
Yeah,
He's like a piece of shit.
This island is like supposed to be the cream of the crop. Scientists and like animal trainers, security, and then this dude who's just sitting there like
the slob.
Pants are unbuckled.
He has food and garbage on his desk. Samuel L. Jackson actually, when he's trying to break into the computer or whatever, he like moves all the stuff. It's like, what is this shit?
Yeah. Man, it's getting bad if something gets to the point where you just push everything off of a desk. You throw all of it.
Have you ever seen seen someone do that? Like where they're so like frustrated with stuff, they just like push like everything on the floor.
No, never.
I've seen it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen that happen a couple times. It's just I love it because I like when people are like super impatient or they're like frustrated. And I just look at you like, no, I just
get
like
joy from that.
Well, because I'm the total opposite. Like I have a lot of patience, so I just like look at them like, man, you're real frustrated right now.
You're really not enjoying this. Whenever the real Jurassic Park happens, because you know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Are you going?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go.
Really? If it's just you rolling around in a Ford Explorer with glass on it?
I'll just have a Ruger P89 with me.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll go.
I don't know if I'm doing it. But you know it's gonna happen. You see it all, like this stuff always happens.
What stuff always happens? Dinosaurs popping up.
No, you see something in a movie and it's a stupid idea. And then later in life, it's gonna happen.
Yep, I was just watching Outbreak the other day.
Yeah, there's a bunch of movies about that.
Do you think that movie got like a lot more rentals and like purchases when COVID happened? Like that movie, and what's the other one called?
There was a documentary type one that came out right before COVID. Can't remember. It was called like Pandemic or something like that.
It's like COVID-19. It's COVID-18.
Yeah. COVID-18 coming soon. Sequel coming soon.
Um, there was another one. There was a movie. It's like Contagion or something.
Contagion.
Contagion.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw all those. I saw them on Netflix, I think.
But I'm
I
saying, do
didn't
you think
watch
that
them, but
those
I saw them.
movies got like a lot of purchases when?
I don't know, because that's what I'm saying. Is like I saw it sitting there, but I didn't want to watch it because I was like,
Yeah. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
living it.
Yeah,
Why
that's
don't
what
I
I'm
watch
saying.
it?
I thought about watching a couple of those movies, like, but I was like, nah. I'm trying to be
Can
all
you
depressed
imagine?
and stuff.
Pandemic movies are gonna be like a new category. I bet you after this.
Yeah. There's one.
You know,
What's that Angels and Demons thing?
Da
It's like
Vinci Code.
Da Vinci Code, but it's like one of those. There's like the sequels of I forgot what they're called, but they're all with
Oh,
Tom Hanks, whatever. But there's one about like a pandemic being spread before it spread. Like this terrorist dude is trying to like spread one, and I watched that in the beginning of the COVID. I was like, man, you tricked me. I don't want to watch this.
I watched The Purge. I think around the start of
Oh
COVID,
yeah, Purge.
and then a few weeks in to lockdown or quarantine, I remember seeing videos online of people driving around at night, playing that Purge
Really?
siren thing.
Oh, I don't remember it.
Yeah, I remember that, and it was around the time like looting and all that stuff was happening.
Yeah.
Like people driving around playing that
See the
sound.
first the movie the first movie of it was okay, but then after that they had some weak sequels.
I liked all of them.
I hated them. It was like
I didn't I
so
didn't watch them as they were coming out, but
yeah, I didn't
we
either.
binged them and we just watched them all. They're entertaining enough.
What's what's the one where he um what's the first one with? Is it Ethan Hawke? Is Ethan Hawke in one of them?
I think so.
Uh, I forgot which one it is, but I don't know. I didn't like them. I didn't like the Purges. I liked the first one was cool. I thought it was cool, but then I think it was the second one where it was like, nah, this is trash.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably all trash, but I enjoyed them. Doesn't mean they weren't trash. But I thought they were interesting enough.
Did you see that that they're coming out with all these Marvel movies?
Oh, they're starting. They're throwing out like some of the less popular characters, right? They're coming up with more movies.
Well,
Scarlet Witch,
Fantastic
one of them.
Four.
Oh, okay. Damn, they're trying that again, huh?
Yeah, but you know it, but it's Marvel, so it's not gonna be the other ones.
Yeah, they were with a different studio before because
Yeah,
they
just
tried it
got the
recently,
rights
right? A
to.
couple years ago.
Well, they just
It
got
was
the rights.
trash.
Yeah, well, they just got the rights from Fox for all those like X-Men,
Yeah.
Fantastic Four, and Deadpool and all that.
Damn. So they'll combine all that universe, and it's under Disney.
It's gonna be crazy. I think
DC,
you're still
you got some
sticking
ground to
DC.
make up. Yeah. All right.
I will
Behind.
say that Wonder Woman. I heard Wonder Woman is supposed to be good.
Did you see the first one?
Not. Yeah. I saw the other two. I saw two of them. Both of them. There's two,
Only
right?
one.
No, there isn't. There's another. There's two.
There's Justice League. There's Wonder Woman.
Wait,
Justice
there's not
League.
two Wonder Woman movies.
She's in a couple other DC movies, but this one that's about to come out, 1984.
Mm-hmm.
That's the second one. That's the sequel.
Yeah. What do you think about that
About the first one or the second one coming out?
second one coming out?
I'm excited. It was supposed to come out a while ago, but they kind of put it on hold because of COVID. But I thought the first one was really good. I thought it was one of the better movies in the DC franchise, which hasn't had a bunch of great movies recently, but I liked it and I'm looking forward to it. Kristen Wiig is in it. I think she's the villain.
Really?
Yeah, but I think it's going to be good. I remember this movie Atomic Blonde. Have you ever seen Atomic Blonde with
No.
Charlize Theron? So she plays like a spy in Cold War Germany. And so since it's that time period, I can't remember exactly what year, but it was sometime in the 80s. So the soundtrack was a whole bunch of 80s songs. But I think Wonder Woman might be kind of on that thing too, of where they're going to really try to make it that 80s vibe.
Oh, gotcha.
Which has gotten popular again recently with Stranger Things and shit, even like that synth, like music wise, it's back. You know that what's this
Thor?
song?
The Thor?
Yeah,
like,
Thor Ragnarok.
yeah.
It's kind of like that. The Weeknd. His song that's out right now, that Blinding Light, whatever it is. But that's super. It's really 80s type feel. So I think that thing is coming back. But I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I heard it's supposed to be real good.
That's all they have That's all they have, really, I think, ready to be released.
Aquaman.
Batman got cut early. Aquaman, I don't think is done shooting.
I mean, it's crazy that those two, in my opinion, those movies were better than the Superman and the Batman movies.
Yeah. But they had more of a Marvel flavor.
Yeah.
Than
Why
Batman,
do you think
Superman.
that though?
I think they're trying to adjust and compete with Marvel. Because Marvel appeals to a bigger audience. You know, it's owned by Disney, so they want to make it kid friendly too, and they want to build brands around each character.
You don't think you don't think Batman and that appeals to a big audience too?
They do, but they try to make those movies darker, I think. I think they're appealing to more me than they are than they are a young kid. They're appealing to like the young or the mid 30s nerd.
See, they could have just done Iron Man. They just could have just taken the thing the page out of Iron Man and done Iron Man but Batman, and they didn't, and they suffered.
They're doing it again. They're starting it over again.
They're starting it over again?
Yeah.
Okay, what? So they're not gonna follow a timeline like they're not gonna have
like they all have to be in the same universe.
Like a cohesive thing like Marvel does? Because Marvel, all the movies tie in. Obviously, all the movies tie in.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that with DC?
They have been recently with those, like Wonder Woman, Aquaman.
Yeah.
Batman, Superman, Justice League. They've all been the same actors, the same universe.
But they couldn't secure the actors.
But they're switching out actors. So, like.
It's because they're trash.
It's
I mean, what? You got it. You're trash. You can't. Hey, you couldn't make it happen. Part of it is maintaining the roster.
It is.
You let a player go to another team. You let him sign for the max deal at another.
Or you pick you put all your money in the wrong basket.
Yeah. Either way, you're trash.
Like Ben Affleck, I thought he was okay, but he could be gone. I don't care. Like.
You can't have your main guy leave for the sake of the franchise.
Yeah.
Like when James Harden leaves, they're gonna.
I like the guy that they're bringing in. I like Robert Pattinson.
Who?
Twilight.
Oh, the young dude.
The Twilight.
The werewolf dude.
No, not the werewolf dude. The other dude.
Okay, mind you, I've never seen Twilight.
I've never seen it either, but I know who the guy is.
What else is he in?
Nothing.
Oh, I don't know. I'm in my mind. He's a werewolf.
No, because I think that was like the
Is
second
he
Twilight or
young?
something. Not anymore.
Oh, okay. Then I don't think it's.
Yeah, but his name was Robert Pattinson, but he was in he did Twilight, and then I think he hated Twilight so much that he stopped acting.
Dang.
Well, not stopped acting, but he started doing B-list stuff. But he hated Twilight. Like he said that, or not. He hadn't said he hates it, but he's not proud of it as a piece of his body of work. So then he kind of went away and he did more like B-list stuff, lower budget stuff, and then he's kind of I mean, when did
Vanilla
Twilight?
Ice
15 years. Yeah, except he's coming back.
Got it.
He's coming back, and not just on a Corona commercial or whatever.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay,
But
we'll
I've
see.
seen, from what I've seen in the trailer and other little stuff, like him wearing the costume, I think he's gonna be good. So if he's good, might be able to build around him.
It's just
You
weird
think he's
because you
trash.
keep the lady, you keep Wonder Woman, and then she's like, "Hey,
Keep the
the same
lady.
guy that's different." Like it's just weird.
Aunt Viv.
Yeah,
Viv
you
is
basically
Batman.
have Viv.
Oh,
And mind you, Marvel did it um with uh with Black I was gonna say Black Panther, but um what's his name? The dude who's Iron Man's homie? Black Iron Man? Iron Man?
Black Iron Man.
Name. It's
What's
Rhodey.
his name?
Rhodey.
Rhodey. Yeah. What's his
Yeah,
Iron Man name?
War Hawk or
War Machine.
War Machine.
War Machine. That's what it is. Yeah.
War Machine.
DC or Marvel. I don't even know the names of the dudes.
I mean, hey, there's a lot of great characters. So they get lost in the sauce. There's what, 4 characters in DC? Plus the guy who's
Yeah.
just really mad, the black dude at his dad. The machine, half man, half machine guy that has a red eye.
Half
that's
machine,
mad
half
at
mad at my dad.
Half mad at my dad in gym clothes. Why is he wearing a gym? He's just going to the gym in a robot suit. Okay, no one's gonna notice your red eye. It's like super bright. Yeah, just wear
He's
these
like-
gym clothes. No one will recognize your red eye.
Cutting people in half at the gym on
Yeah.
accident.
He's like, man, I'm gonna put this hoodie on. This red eye is brighter than the damn stoplight.
Thanks a lot, Dad.
Yeah, Dad, what the hell? My
I got a
eyes red.
eye and a robot body now, Dad.
Golly, I'll never forgive. I'll never see unless they
It's
do
not a
something
great
about
look.
that dude.
Oh, this dinosaur is about to step in poop. Aunt Viv, which was your choice? Original or extra crispy?
The second one for sure, just because she was more mother. It seemed like she was more of she just reminded me of a mom more. Like
Yeah.
the younger Aunt Viv was like kind of slim, and she was like,
She was like party.
yeah, she might have.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, she might go out with her friends and stuff, get wasted.
Yeah. The second one is not going anywhere. She's
No.
knitting.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I like the older Aunt Viv. They made a good
Yeah, they
choice.
switched her. They switched out dark skin for light skin. Aunt Viv.
That is true.
Yeah, they moved to the next
I wonder. Yeah.
the next frontier. Do you think there's a light skin revolution happening right now?
Revolution? If it happened, I would say it's already happened.
Like it's over or it's already started?
Like it's been like there's.
Because you got a lot of
Who do you got? Who's the
You got
list?
all right. You got
Pick the
Steph
Mount
Curry,
Rushmore. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's been out
right?
there.
Steph Curry, Mahomes, Obama, Tiger
These are people that
Woods.
are 10 years in,
Yeah, yeah, you're
10
right.
plus years in.
So it's already started.
I
You
mean,
want to know
I
who's
don't know
not
about
on that
that.
list? Drake,
How is he not on that list?
because he just doesn't belong. He got skipped over. He's not on the list that I'm looking at from TimeMagazine.com.
Light Skin Revolution on Time Magazine.
Yeah, but there's so many more people that I don't realize are mixed race. I guess not just light skin, but all the people that I just named off. I mean, Kamala Harris. They're taking over. We are taking over.
Shout out to DJ Khaled. What's the safest song for like when it's like a bunch of like a bar mitzvah or a corporate party or a bunch of white people and like we're gonna get really crazy and play some hip hop. Like what's the most safest obvious kind of choice for the DJ?
I don't know. I go. My mind goes right to Rapper's Delight.
No.
No,
Let me see.
you can't see like
Nah, that's too
the
fast.
grandmas.
That's too much rhythm. I think.
That's too much rhythm.
Yeah, because the beat is kind of like up tempo, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm just hearing another one bites the dust as a beat.
Basically same thing.
Yeah, pretty close. But there's a video of this couple from some like Midwestern state, and they shot this video for kids about doing good things like kids should do, and it was a Rapper's Delight kind of sounding rap, and they said the N word a lot.
Wait, good things kids
Yeah, it was
should
a
do?
lot. It was a lot.
Wait,
Yeah,
in
they were
Rapper's
saying like
Delight?
it was like pull your pants up and wear your pants at your waist, guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was that. It was that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to producer cut that in there.
So I gave my sermon an urban kick. My rhymes are fly, my beats are sick. My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is my...
I think I'd go with like something like a Black Eyed Peas song
Okay.
or a
Let's
DJ
get started. You want that one?
Yeah, something like that. It'd be something like
Yeah.
that, or it would be what's the let's go out the next day there. What's all I do is win. All I do is win.
Where are you seeing these white people playing this music?
Like some bar mitzvah, like I said, or like
Bar mitzvah.
a corporate party, or someplace in the Midwest where they're just like going all night and having fun, like.
No.
And
Nope.
then they're like,
playing
hip-hop.
Journey.
No, I'm
No, they're playing
saying
Journey.
at
They're
some
playing
point
Guns N' Roses.
there's gonna be one person in there, or there's gonna be a young crowd, right? So they're gonna like DJ play like some young stuff, and that's one of the zones that the DJ's like, I don't got no
it's gonna
Yeezy
be
in my
okay for
Serato.
these people. In my Serato.
So then he's definitely gonna. A Kanye West song might be in there.
Yeah, Kanye. I could see Kanye, but it'd have to be. I feel like it's got to be pre Kanye Taylor Swift. I have a buddy who just moved to Florida, and I can't remember what side of Florida, whether it's the east or west coast of it, but he sent me a picture of some place that he went to, and the advertisement says, "Nothing but country, Christian Dixie American athletic outfitters," and then there's a Jesus fish and a Confederate flag and an American flag. So I don't know what kind of business that is, but that was some culture shock for him. And then he also told me that he was walking up to his new apartment, and there was a neighbor, one of his new neighbors, who was standing there. This guy is a white guy, and I think the lady that he met was white. But so he said, hey, he told her that he was moving in, and he noticed that she had a big Trump 2020 flag in her garage. And she said, she told him that everybody around there is pretty nice, pretty trustworthy, except for the guy down the street. He's black.
Damn. It's like what's that movie? Get Out?
Yeah. Like having a normal conversation with this person, and then you get that.
Damn, that's crazy. That's definitely not like Miami area.
He told me about that, and I just said, home sweet home. That's where you live now.
Yeah, he's probably North Florida, like somewhere in North.
It's Eglin, like Destin. You know where Destin is?
I mean, I've definitely heard of Destin. I don't know where it is though.
Okay. Cigarette hanging out sandwich Jackson's mouth.
Dang, she said that?
Yeah. Yeah. Except for that guy, he's black.
Dang. That's
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. I haven't seen it. I mean, I see people have Obama pictures, or like my grandparents had Obama stuff in the house. My parents have some Obama stuff. Not like some, like they have maybe one picture, but to be flying flags of one dude is weird. You know, like you don't see that. You don't see it in anything else. You know, like you don't see flags for a person. You see flags for a cause, or, you know, for a nation, or for a symbol, for a team, but you just never see it for one person.
It's like having a LeBron James flag. It's like he's gonna retire at some point.
It's weird. Yeah, like at some point he's not gonna be relevant. Like to be flying a Ronald Reagan flag in 2020. It just seems weird. There's some weird type of cult following behind it.
Yeah, you still see him. You still see the Trump Pence.
Yeah.
Flag.
I'm wondering how long is it gonna last, you know?
Yeah, that's another thing.
See, this is why you can't have Newman in Jurassic Park. Because it comes crunch time and he's got to go out there.
Parts of the movie. Because you know why? When he falls from the waterfall thing, the little hill that's water is falling down it.
He rolls down it?
No. There's a cartoon noise when he falls. It's like zing! If you listen carefully enough.
Nope, never heard it.
I think it's just in my mind though. I think it's.
Yeah, it's got to be in your mind. But it's game time. You need somebody to step up and save everybody. And then you got this guy running out there with food all over his shirt, and he's got to go save the whole base or save the whole facility.
There's also a part in this part where he touches something and falls. Like he taps something. I forget what it is, but like he touches. I think it's his car door, and he taps it and he falls.
And then he just slides and falls down the waterfall.
Yeah, it's just a interesting sequence, to say the least. Because there's
movies like I don't know how many times I've seen this movie. You know, like, because it's always on TV at some point or another. You know, you're always going to catch bits and pieces of it. But there are just a few movies. I mean, not a few, but there are movies that you just remember like everything. When you rewatch it, you remember right away. You remember that moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's only a few movies like that. It seems like Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah, Dumb and Dumber for sure.
It's got all those little things that we end up saying forever. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
The most annoying sound in the world and all that stuff. I'm trying to think what else are those other movies where you just know everybody knows.
Yeah, for sure. It's just I told you he taps his seat and
then the
falls.
dinosaurs in the passenger seat.
Yeah. And then the car shakes, and that is all she wrote.
60 Days In. Have you ever seen that show?
No. What's it about?
Do you know what it's about?
No.
So they take a few regular people from different areas, different walks of life, and they put them in county jail for 60 days. And so they're supposed to get some type of intel on the jail. They all have a mission.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Damn.
where you could tell where the people in the jail, like, they can kind of make out like who's not there, who's not supposed to be there and whatnot.
Yeah, we talked about this?
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Shit. I noticed that LeVar Ball stopped with his antics.
Hey, he might be the real MVP.
I think he might be too.
He might be the most valuable dad of all time.
He
made
all of that happen.
Next Webster's Dictionary, world's best dad, like, he might need to be. You got all three in the NBA.
He just stepped out. He just stepped out.
Yeah, and imagine if he's just like all normal now. Like, not normal, but like just like chilling. Like, he's like
toned down.
Oh, great. You know what? My son's had a great game. You know what? It's their world. I want them to like, he's just like has like a perfect interview and not all wilding out. Like, that'd be hilarious because he just played the whole media.
He got him on a TV show.
Yeah, he did. Got him overseas.
He got his kids overseas. He got LaMelo was the second or third pick?
I think third. To the Lakers.
No.
Lonzo. Lonzo was my bad.
Lonzo was the second.
Lonzo was second to the Lakers, right? And then I think
second to the Lakers
was third. I want to say, or no, he
was third. He was third.
Okay.
Because I remember that they were saying like, oh, at least Lonzo has that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Got drafted higher, but he got LaMelo drafted to Michael Jordan's team. You know, like, so he's got that. Yeah, he might be the MVP.
Yeah, and
what happened to the other one? Is the middle one playing in the NBA though?
He got signed to a non-guaranteed deal with the Pistons, camp deal, whatever. So he's on the Pistons this year.
Wow, so they really got all three.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
I mean, they put in the work too. Like, they're not. It's not like he like snuck them in the NBA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, you know, how he kind of put him out there helped for sure too.
Yeah, he might have upped their draft stock.
Yeah.
Got them. I don't know what the payout difference is for different draft picks, but every pick counts, that's for sure.
Right. Yeah, so we'll see how he does. He seems like a little kid, but his first game he only played like 15 minutes. He had like 10 rebounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you seen him play much?
No. To be honest, no. This was really the most I've seen him. I've seen little highlights and
clips
stuff like
and all that. Well, I remember seeing him in high school, and I wasn't that impressed because he was small. But
I
then
wasn't
he
that
shot
impressed.
up, and so now he's like 6'7".
Yeah, he's a legit 6'7", like pushing 6'8". Like
And he's a point guard.
and he could rebound.
Well, obviously he's getting
Yeah.
10 rebounds.
But just the way he was going after the board, like he's like a Jason Kidd type.
Wow.
Yeah, nah,
Do
he.
you think LeBron wants to play with his kid? Pause.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna say pause?
I didn't say it. I just said mm-hmm. Uh, you got to know the rules of the game. Nah, the what did he say? He said
that he signed a 2-year deal,
yeah.
and by the time his deal is up, that his son will be graduating from high school, I think.
Do you think he's gonna have his son go to the streets of the league? Is
Can
his
he?
son that good?
But can he even do that? I thought you have to do a year.
I think they're changing it soon, but I think as of right now you have to do 1 year. So okay, so you're saying his contract is gonna be up, and then 1 more year, and then his son can come into the league?
I think the contract, it was an extension. So he'll play this year. He'll play this year and then add on those other 2 years. And
Right.
then after that, so 3 years basically.
Okay.
After that 3 years, then his son will be graduating high school. He'll either be graduating high school or he graduates in 2 years and he has
does
1
he
year.
want to do that?
Does he want to play on the same team as his son?
Yeah, do you want
what
to do that?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
son, get your ass off the court. Like, coach,
I feel like he would
dad,
ask him.
coach, dad. Like, it's
Yeah.
kind of like, hey, get your, like, he's gonna be yelling at who's the coach? Frank Vogel. He's gonna yell at, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird.
Well, but plus LeBron would probably have to go to his team. You know, like I hope the Lakers aren't able to draft him.
Well, also, is he gonna be that good? So here's the thing.
I
Like,
still think even if he's not, he's gonna get picked.
no,
high.
okay, you think so? How do you?
think so.
No, people aren't gonna just waste a pick just because he's of his name.
I don't think waste a pick. Like,
Yeah,
know-
what you're doing.
yeah, but you know who he's got. Like, you know who's taught him how
Like,
to play.
That doesn't mean nothing. They didn't draft Michael Jordan's son. What I'm saying is, say he goes to USC and then, he ends up being like 6-man or maybe a starter, but averaging like 8 a game. And it's like, he's good, but is he a pro? Yeah, maybe overseas. But and then they're gonna draft him.
Do you see? You think that's
he hasn't
level
really-
he's gonna play at?
Well, no, I don't know. I don't think he's even there yet to where he's going to be. He just after the weed thing, like where he got caught smoking weed, or he filmed himself smoking weed or whatever.
Yeah.
After that, he's like recently come back and he's like a brolic like teenager now. And so now I don't think we've seen what he can kind of be yet, because I don't think he played at Sierra Canyon yet. Like really, like not. I'm saying he hasn't really got the
Like a real season.
he hasn't got the playing time like that. He hasn't really got the the chance to be the man yet.
Yeah,
I don't think
so.
So
Well, and plus they've since the pandemic they haven't.
right. So that's what I'm saying. Like
They've missed out on time.
we haven't. I don't think we've kind of seen where he can get to kind of. So I don't know. He's definitely not first round pick yet. Like as far as
No,
his projection.
not yet.
No, I'm saying even his projection. Like I don't think he's there yet. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't just by his name. But what I'm saying is maybe they draft him on some like second round thing to the Lakers or a sign like, okay, we have
Sign and
LeBron.
trade.
He won us, a championship or 2 or 3 or whatever. Like we'll sign. It's the Lakers, so like we'll sign his son. So I think that may be something to do.
Yeah, I
But
still
then
don't know if
even
LeBron
you
wants to play with him.
see, that's the thing. Everyone's saying that, but I don't think that's so easy to do. Like to just
Yeah.
be like, all right, I'm here with my dad on the team. That's crazy.
I'm an adult, but I'm here with my
That's
dad.
what I'm saying. Yeah, it's kind of.
When the team goes out to party,
That's what I'm saying.
Dad, can I have a drink?
Can I have $20?
Dad, I'm gonna go bang these girls now.
All right,
Yeah,
be
that could
home
get
at
weird.
11. That's what I'm saying. It's
And then he's like, "Yeah, me too."
But what about mom?
No, I don't like to lose.
For those that don't know what you're talking about,
Yeah,
you want to
producer
set that
put
up?
in. Yeah. Some 13-year-old kid, boy wonder boxer, had a total crying meltdown on TV and embarrassed himself forever. How's that?
So it was
Pretty close?
okay, so he's not a boy wonder. He's a
He looks like he is.
he was.
He's Robin.
Yeah. So Shakur
he's
Stevenson,
4 foot,
one of the
87
best
pounds.
boxers in the world. Before he turned pro, he lost to a Cuban dude in the Olympics and won silver. But he was expected to win gold. And he after the fight, he was the most highly sought after amateur. And Mayweather flew out there to try and sign him. Like all the big names were trying to sign him, and then he lost. He lost that fight, and they interviewed him after, and he started
And
crying.
the rest is history.
Yeah, so that's yeah. But shout out to Shakur Stevenson. He's gonna be one of the best boxers of this generation, and we all take L's sometimes.
Shakur, I know you're emotional right now. What are you feeling?
I'm hurt. I feel like the Cuban one. Much respect to him. I just don't like to lose. So I'm hurt.
Is he 4 feet tall?
The first round didn't seem to go your way, but you really changed the momentum a little bit in that second round. That third was extremely close. Did you think you had done enough to win the fight?
Nah, I had to make it clear. I like all my fights to be clear victories. I felt he got his victory, and much respect to him.
You come in here, I know you wanted that gold medal. I know it's emotional, but you walk away with a silver medal, which is an incredible accomplishment. Can you take any pride in that?
No. I don't like to lose.
I know you're hurting, Shakur. I appreciate you stopping by. Great job.
Man, it's rough, but hey, man, he wanted it more than everyone.
Oh, he's crying like he was at the Willy Wonka chocolate factory.
Oompa loompa.
Oh. Oh, man.
Dang.
That's rough. That was not a good look, but
But yeah, I forgot what we were talking about before that.
I don't know.
Oh, that's gonna be his son after they lose.
Yeah.
He didn't pass
It's
me the
okay.
ball.
It's okay. But Dad didn't pass me the ball at the end of the game.
Yeah, see, I don't.
Yeah, it
I
could
don't
be
think
weird.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Jets defensive coordinator got fired last week for his decision making at the end of the Jets Raiders game, which the Raiders came out with the win. Did you not hear about that?
No, I didn't. I mean, I watched the game. I didn't. See
So
that
Greg
he-
Williams is the Jets defensive coordinator, and he got fired on Monday, the day after the Jets Raiders game, where the last play, one of the last plays of the
I
game.
mean, you had to do it. What happened?
So for anybody who hasn't seen the game, Raiders and the Jets, it's 28 to 24. The Jets are up. Raiders have about 40 seconds left, and they got to score a touchdown because they're down by 4. So they're in a Hail Mary situation. So they're throwing the ball, they're throwing deep, and the last play, or I think it was on 3rd and 10, the Jets called a cover 0 blitz, which is you got man-to-man matchups on any receivers, and then everybody else is blitzing. And a lot of people, Rex Ryan had a rant about it for like 8 minutes, saying that this was the stupidest play call he's ever seen in his 50 years of football experience. And so Greg Williams got fired the day after for this call. The Jets are 0-12, I think, now. So that would have been their first and only win on the season. And it was screwed up on a stupid call at the end of the game. And it cost somebody their job.
Yeah, I mean, it was an easy scapegoat.
Yeah, which it's funny because I saw a press conference with Gruden, I think, after the game, and he was saying that they watched film of when the Jets played the Patriots, and there's a similar situation, and the Jets ran like a prevent defense, and they just put everybody back. And so they thought the Jets were going to do that, but they came with the blitz. So when people were saying that's the stupidest thing they could ever do, blah, 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 when they ran the defense that they were supposed to run, that most people would expect them to run when they did that against the Patriots, it didn't work, and they got a bunch of crap for it. So they changed it up this time around, and obviously it didn't work.
I mean, that sounds good, but it's like you got a bunch of crap for doing the wrong. I mean, you still got to do the prevent defense. What are you gonna rush everyone? Like, come on. Like, it didn't work this time, so we're gonna rush. We're gonna rush everyone. We're gonna blitz everyone. Nah.
I was watching that game the whole time. Just, is this really gonna happen?
Yeah.
We're really gonna drop this game to the Jets? Got to that last play of the game, and they walk-off win basically. And then that guy got fired.
Jets fan right now.
It hurts. My buddy is a Jets fan, and I think at this point he doesn't even pay attention.
Yeah, he's like, who won? What's the?
Yeah.
Who's playing?
What did we play today?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it Sunday?
Yeah. Raiders have been bad.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah,
but
I've seen some bad stuff, but
I don't know if there's like a total lack of faith or confidence in the coaching or scouting. I don't know if I've felt that as a Raiders fan, I don't know but I just feel like if you're a Jets fan, you just have no hope, There's no light at the end of the tunnel, which has got to suck. I feel like you might understand what that feels like.
No, I don't.
What do you think about that PG contract?
I think it's amazing. What do you mean?
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, of course.
What do you think about his
Love to see people getting paid.
excuses for not performing?
Well, what do you think Montrezl Harrell's excuse is for not performing?
We're not talking about him.
Because he underperformed more than Paul George, but in the playoffs.
Paul George hit the side of the backboard.
Yeah, that's true. One time, yeah. Everyone's going to say that. Everyone's going to say that. I mean, Montrezl Harrell had
Paul
12
George
points and
stood
screamed, "I'm back." So, what are we talking about here? On the 8th point, he screamed, "I'm back." And I was like,
On the 8th.
nah. You're not back yet, man.
I mean, you are, because you're the 6th man, and 12 points is is cool, but I'm back.
Did you see the preseason game where he shot a jump shot and Kawhi Leonard yelled, "Hell no!"
No.
And there's no one in the gym, so everyone could hear it on live TV. And that's something that happens
There's got to
in
be
real
hate
basketball.
for him.
No, well, no. They were actually showing him, I was watching it on League Pass. So on League Pass, you get the pregame warm-ups. And, it shows you that footage. And all the Clippers were coming up to him, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was cool. But what I'm excited for is that kind of dynamic where you get to see what we play basketball in college and stuff, so the words and the stuff that goes on, the talk, the chatter, and we'll probably be able to hear more of it, which will be cool.
I noticed that in the bubble.
Yeah, but the only thing with the bubble was it was kind of set up to be they had the fan noise, the fan pumping in. I think with
they adjusted though too.
Yeah.
Because there were a few in the early stages of it.
Yeah.
There were a few, guy misses a shot and then screams something out, and then they have to apologize.
Right. No, I hope we could hear some of this stuff, but they won't, obviously, for the curses and stuff, but it's fun. I remember back in the day, I was watching the Clippers play the Timberwolves and Latrell Sprewell. You remember that? Latrell Sprewell?
I remember him, yeah.
Just on national TV, or not national TV, but regional, local, whatever, NBA telecast. He's I don't know if he fouled someone or something, but he just looks towards underneath the hoop, and he looks towards a fan, and they're just live, and he's just "Suck my dick." To a fan. So that was interesting. That was one of those things moment where I got a couple of text messages "You watching this game?" That was funny.
Oh man. Yeah, when fans realize NBA players are real people.
Right.
That's a compilation in itself.
Well, that's period in athletes. So one of the reasons, I'm a big Floyd fan. He's a human, or just any athlete that's a top-notch athlete. It's oh, this is a real person. Oh,
yeah, I forgot they're real people.
Yeah, it's you're idolizing.
You seen that Bradley Beal where he's walking through the tunnel and then somebody is "You suck," and then he looks up and he's "Me? I suck."
No, I didn't.
I'm in the NBA.
Oh, he said that? I didn't see that.
No, he didn't. He didn't say I'm in the NBA, but he just looked up "Come on, man."
Yeah. Like, you don't
I don't
believe that to
suck.
yourself.
Yeah, like, come on. But yeah, that's got to happen all the time. I see Westbrook get mad at it a lot. Like, Westbrook he doesn't play around with
Nah, he doesn't play with that stuff.
that. I don't have anything else. That's all I got.
I'm good.
You good? That's been another episode of Live from Ox City with Greg and Drew. We will catch you next week.